Hello, my divine feminines. I hope you all are doing well. So, this is going to be a paid reading session. If anyone is interested, please let me know. Hello, Dominique. Hello, Rachel. Dominique, I think I saw your Instagram, but I could not. Are you guys okay? You and your son? I think Zazu was also telling me, is there something viral going on? I'm so sorry to know that. Just give me a moment and we're going to start. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, okay. Okay. I hope you guys feel better. Yes, Zazu was also telling me the same thing. Like all the kids, and she is also sick, and it was the same thing she said. I think, yeah. Okay. Yes, don't feel depressed. Okay, you are the. Okay. Yes. Okay. So the same thing. Oh God. Hope the Zazu and the kids also feeling good. Something with the kids, and I started feeling like a little jittery. Oh, okay. So it's like they have a cold. No, Lala, I hope you're having a great day. I don't know. But, oh, okay. Oh, okay. 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 Then it's definitely something you guys need to lock in. Give me a moment, guys. We're just gonna start, okay? Oh, okay. Yeah, the season is also so harsh, and pneumonia in this season, it's brutal, okay? Like, it's literally brutal. That's great. That's better actually. Like, that's great. Like, like hopefully whatever it is will pass away soon. Okay. And hopefully, like, it just can like make you guys just feel better. Okay. I don't know. Like, it's scary definitely, but it's good that if he doesn't have the virus, but if he have the symptoms or anything, like, then it's great to keep him in the observation. Okay. Better safe than sorry. I know it's always a like a very bad experience to like even see a child in such a situation. Oh God. Yes, it is surprise only. I don't know why I keep forgetting that, but I hope you both feel better. Okay. Hopefully, I'll be able to get any helpful messages for you. Okay. And yeah. Oh, I think it's my fault. I just start like I just on the subscriber thing, and yeah, maybe that's why. It's definitely very overwhelming. Seeing kids sick is like even just by talking about it, I'm feeling a little like empty in my stomach. But yeah, hopefully they will all get better. Yes, spring heating and all the positive warmth, happiness, and all the sweet little like treats, everything for the kids. May God bless them all. Feel like he's still a little hesitant to start talking about what happened. Like he definitely want to. He's saying like when I do connect with her or when I do communicate with her, when I reach out to her, I want to have a better conversation or I want to reach out to her with more like a stable offer. But I feel here that he's a little, how to say that, he's a little fearful. Okay, he's a little fearful that what is happening or what's going on, or even he will be able to describe his situation to you or not. Okay, he's stalking you though. Okay, it could be through Instagram, it could be through any social media, it could be through energetically. He could be wondering if he can pull some messages from the spirit that what's happening around you. Okay, um and stuff like that, but he has very strong, like just checking your energy so much. Okay, he's like very much around you all the time, like thinking. Okay, like just thinking that what's going on in her life. But then again, it's like if I just go ahead and reach out and talk about the things which happened, will we be able to have a conclusion? I don't know. That is the like it's like a loop. Okay, he want to come towards you and start having a conversation and start reaching out to you to have a more like a stable conversation. He's talking on you, then he's like, okay, maybe not, maybe a little bit later, because like what if like we still go through the same cycle again, and I know that I cannot give her the like the messages which she need from me. So I do see some stress in terms of that. But yeah, definitely a little bit stressed out. Okay, and do want to communicate better, do want to like talk to you better, and do want to come towards you with a more like a stable offer. But I think like he could be addressing some of his own communication issues first. Also, I'm so sorry, guys. I know it's very late for you guys, and I got like so much extra late today. Spirit's messages, when it is the right time, they will connect both of you. Okay, and I don't think, like, it's very far, or I don't think it is very, like, distant. I think, like, it could be coming soon towards you, anytime around this Friday, or anytime, like, within by this Friday to next Friday, you guys could be getting connected. But right now, I feel here that he should go through this. Okay, because all the commitment issues he carry with himself, all the commitment issues he just don't know how to address to. Okay, um they need to figure it out. Okay, he need to figure it out, sorry, he need to figure it out all by himself. Like, you cannot always, like, it feels like a pattern that, let's say that he go through this, like, spiritual crisis, he come to you, you give him the positivity, he feel good, and then he go back to his old patterns. It cannot happen again, it cannot go through like that again. He need to learn to just bring himself to that positivity, then he can have the happiness to be with you. Then you can open your heart and start giving him the love, but not yet. Okay, so I see here that, he will be connecting with you, and when he do connect, you guys will be able to find the stability. You can go ahead and, like, express to him all you want, but first he need to just understand what are his patterns and what are his issues with commitment. And the moment he can figure it out, he's great, like, he can, like, come with you. So I'll say, like, you have given him a lot of time. Okay, and you have given him a lot of love, and you will be giving him a lot of love also in the near future. That's so great, but I feel here that he also need to be the one who is worthy to receive that love. Okay, and I see here that he is definitely gonna be in that energy where he is more secure or more ready. Like, he cannot just always be that cheerful person who's ready to detach. No, he need to learn his lessons and show up so that he could give you the love, and he could also start receiving that love from you. So I think, like, it's already happening, and you could get him in that energy very soon. When he do that, or when he come up to you like that, he you can also give him that love. Yeah. I think, like, you can evaluate a little bit. Okay, uh, this is such a, like, a how to say, paradoxical spread. Okay, we are starting with you saying no to him. Okay, as you're saying that he's trying to offer you a false start, most possibly. Okay, because I think it's like that one promise, I will go to gym every day. Okay, on that New Year resolution, or we make that resolution, I'm gonna show up at gym every day. Okay, but then again the year happens and we never been there. Okay, and I feel here that he could be having that kind of energy. So you just, like, let's say that whatever he is offering you, you need to just, just check that. Okay, check that thing. Like, I want to understand what you are offering me. I want to know, like, what you are offering with to me, or I want to know, like, what kind of love you are offering to me. Then if I want to, Or then if I can, then I will go ahead and give you this love, but not before that. I'll say, like, it is not suggested to cut all the communication with him. I somehow feel like it might not help. Okay, so you can, like, keep the ball in his court. Okay, it's like, we can have a, you can say, like, it's like, take it as a module. You can say to him that yes, we can have a start, but I think you need to work a lot on your communication skills. After that we can start maybe. Okay, so it's more like, keeping the things on him. It's like, if he's the one, if he wants to have the new start, he can figure out his communication, and you guys can do it. Okay, so neither you are, like, pushing him for a break, or neither you are inducing something. You're just, sorry, you're just keeping the ball in his court. But also tell him that, it's not just a new year resolution. It's not like, you promise yourself that you're going to sleep every night for 8 hours, and then you start, stop doing that. You can't do that. Okay, you can't do that to me. So just give that indication to him, and that can definitely, like, create a good structure between both of you. Yeah. Yes. I think the same message repeat here. Okay, like, let him come to you. And I think this is also additional message in terms of you having, uh like, let's say that you having a kid with him. Okay, so sometimes, like, this journey could feel like a little depressing, or you may feel like, okay, why I'm doing this? Okay, why I'm just holding on to him? Okay, or why I'm just trying to put so much effort into him, or whatever it is. Okay, in that moment you need to, like, remind yourself about the family you want to create. Okay, sometimes it's very easy to also give in. Like, let's say that he is giving you love and you don't see the change in him. You given into him, given into that love, obviously, because you have love for him. Okay, but the most important thing is to understand here that he is not only your husband, or he's not only your future husband. He's also the father of your child. Okay, so you also need to make him, like, understand that he has a lot of potential. Okay, lot of potential to become a great father. But if he is not living up to his greatest, possibilities, then how things are going to be happening. Okay, and you are the one who need to just, you're definitely not guiding him by holding his hand, but you are definitely giving him a direction. So just keep giving that direction. Stay in your beautiful feminine energy as you are, and let him do the work. He need to be stable, and he need to be stable enough to give you a long term commitment. He's definitely in that energy where he is trying, or he's kind of, like, still changing himself. But I feel here that he can, like, the moment he can just, ditch the outside noise and just focus on you, he could be great. So, like, let him do it. Okay, let him do it is the message, I think, like, you can have. And if you ever feel like, I don't know why I'm doing this, I don't know why holding myself back, I don't know what's going on, then just think about it in a way that this relationship is something which is the base of your family life, and just focus on that family you want to create. Like, focus on him as the father of your child. So think about the kid, think about your own inner child, and then, like, just keep doing it. Yes, exactly. So that is the motivation, that is the motivation, that he need to be somehow so much better in order to, like, have that, because he do want that family. Okay, not gonna lie, I think like he sees you like that as a person. He want to create that family, but he also need to be a good enough, and he need that motivation. And you are that motivation, and he need to use that energy to make himself a better version. God, I'm so badly coughing. I don't know what's happening with me. I think too much smoke. Okay, that's for Lala. Thank you so much, Lala, for being here. I hope the reading helped. All the best. You guys, everybody, please take care, okay, from the virus or whatever it is. And you take some rest. I hope you feel better the soonest. Okay, Rachel, this is going to be for you, by the way. Sorry, I forgot to call you. Okay, so it feels like, he's standing up for himself. I see that it could be something romantic. I don't see that it is a romantic situation, but it could be a situation with, like, he definitely do some co-parenting with his past person. Okay, and it feels like, his past person could be exhausting him, or could be exhausting him financially, and they have been trying to, like, take a lot of money from him, which is really not justified. And I see here that he could be deciding to just, detach from them. He could be deciding that, he don't want to be giving any, like, opportunity to them. Okay, or any opportunity to, like, just let them rob him. And it feels like, he could be reducing the money, or he could be breaking an arrangement. I'm sure that co-parenting could be there, but I do feel like, if there is any arrangement in regards of money or finances, or he could be giving some more finances to her. I see here that he is definitely deciding to reduce that, or he could be completely cutting out communication from them. He could be telling her that if you want to, like, want me to co-parent with you, I don't want to have any form of direct communication with you, or I don't want to have any direct, like, conversations with you. If you want something from me, or if you want to talk to me about a certain thing, then just communicate, like, through the kid, or tell the kid to message me or something like that. But I don't want to have any type of personal communication or anything with you. I just want to stay on the co-parenting side. He is ending an arrangement with her, like, he could be giving her more money, so he could be deciding to, like, detach from that, and trying to, like, just stay away from her. And he's setting boundaries. Like, this is somebody who does not even understand. I'm sure, like, he has set some some boundaries with her in the past, but somehow it feels like she has not understood that what are those boundaries, and it feels like he is just trying to push, okay, trying to push those boundaries more, okay, trying to push the boundaries. It's like they just don't want to have those boundaries again, okay. um and it feels like, they are just gonna decide to, like, put a form of a ending, and they are saying, like, you have always went ahead and induced so much fear, anxiety, and unnecessary conversations which may have made me feel negative and shitty, and I don't want to have that. I don't want you to be, like, making me feel in that, like, in that way. I just want to have some detachment. Yeah, I understand the kid could be very like young, so but there is definitely always a term, okay. Like, if you need something about the kid, just go ahead and talk to me about the kid. But like, I don't want to be talking to you about a lot of other things. The only thing we can talk about is the kid, and I don't want you to be asking me for more money. I'll be able to give you this type of money only, so you need to just suck that up, okay. And I feel here that it could be a cutting off this person and just setting more boundaries with them. No, I don't see here that he's trying to cut you out. The time he spent with you, or the time, or whatever time you guys spend to get to spend with each other, it's like great, and he really loved that time. But I feel here that due to this drama, he definitely feels that he's not been able to put a lot of effort in this relationship, and like the time he is spending with you is kind of like definitely slowed, and it's not too much, okay. So I do see him, like, regretting that he's not been able to spend much time with you guys, or sorry, with you, or he's not been able to spend too much time on this relationship. So there are definitely some regrets, but I don't see here that he's trying to, like, break it off from you. He's saying that, I hope that things work out with Rachel. I hope that, things just work out. Things just will be stable. Things just will find its stability. Things will be like, more peaceful, and we will be able to grow this relationship. He's a little sad that he's not been able to communicate with you much, and he's hoping that he will be able to communicate with you in the future, and you both will be able to have better talks together, and have more like a new start, a new beginning, where you both can be meet together and feel good about each other. I don't see here that he's trying to break it off with you, but he definitely have some stress that he may have not been able to spend much time on you or much time with you, and he's not been able to grow this relationship. He's definitely sad that there is drama or negativity, and due to that drama the things are just complicated. But I don't see he's trying to break it off. Yeah, yeah, I do see that regret here. Okay, he know that some of the drama he is experiencing here is definitely being not letting him spend much time with you. Yeah. So this is the fifth question I see, that why he has not called you. He sometimes do expect that you initiate the calling. Okay. He's not used to. First of all, there are few reasons. One reason could be like he's not somebody who is more like enthusiastic about like talking, or enthusiastic about talking on the phone or calling. Okay. So definitely he's the one who sometimes hope that you call or you initiate, because he don't want to initiate too much, or he don't want to initiate so much. And I also see here that he do have a busy schedule. Okay, it's not that like he could be having like both situation where he's working hard and somehow he need to focus a lot on that. But anyways, I'm sure like he has some time in his life where he can be able to connect with you. But I do feel here that it's a situation where he is like expecting you to call more, or you to have more initiations, or you tell him that what do you think about communicating through calls. So I feel here that he just wait for you to like initiate that to him, and he don't want to initiate much from his side yet. Okay, no, I don't see that. I feel here that he is very spiteful still. Okay, about like about the last time which they had communicated on, they had a very how to say that, they had a very bad spat, or they had a bad conversation together, or they somehow did not have the good conversation together. So like after you have an argument, how do you think about somebody? Okay, and I see here that they could still be thinking about that in a certain way, and they are still not very happy about the ex. I don't see that they are spending time together. He still could be holding on to that grudges of after fight, how you feel about a specific person. Okay, and I do see that he still could be feeling like that about her. Yes, Liz, I do see that, from you. Yes, just give me a moment. I'm gonna add you. Okay. No, definitely closer. I think like he will be able to get closer to you in like next 10 days. I see here that you both will be able to spend some time together, like, communicate together, or like, physically also spend some time together. His attraction towards you is very strong, okay? Or the way he want to connect with you, okay? It's very strong. And yeah, I see here that he and his energy, okay? He has, and his energy do also want to like, spend some time with you when you both are just together, okay? Like you both seem like just together, connecting with each other, and it's more like a family setting, and I think he is very comfortable with you in that family setting. So yeah, I see here that he's hoping that he would be able to connect with you in that way, take better actions towards you, and there is huge attraction. So I think he also want to like spend time with you because he has that huge attraction thing going on for you. I see here that he's hoping for also for some healing and some growth in this relationship. He's hoping that with time this relationship will grow and you both will be able to come closer and let go of any past issues which you could be having, like even like the distance, it's there. I think like Saturday and Sunday, okay, both of these days, or most probably Saturday, you both will be able to spend some time better with each other. I see here that he just is taking a little time, maybe due to the week he could be a little bit stressed and he does not have the best time to like just spend with you, or he cannot give too much time to you on the weekends. And I see here that he also could be connecting with like also could be slowing down to connect with you because he really want to end this, okay, and the negativity which he could be experiencing due to his due to his ex, and somehow like that is like keeping him mentally stressed. So that's what, that could also be the reason that he's kind of like trying to just recover from that bullshit. And yeah, I see here that from Thursday, okay, the Thursday the situations could be getting better. And the Thursday, from the Thursday, I think like you both will be able to start making plans with each other, and you will have that emotional connection together, and you both will be able to spend time. But you, yeah, in the near future also, I see here that it's great. And most probably starting from this Saturday, you both will be able to spend some good time together. You could be starting to make plans with him tomorrow. And next 10 days looks beautiful. Next 10 days look good. Next 10 days look like you both will be able to spend some good time together. So yeah, definitely good. Thank you so much for being here, Rachel. I hope the reading helped. All the best. Have a great one. Okay, let's see for Whitney. Oh, sorry. I forgot to add. Yes. Hello, Whitney. I'm good. Okay. I hope you're also having a great day. Okay. Yeah, I do see here that he is still kind of like a feeling he's just not sure if you are like completely open for him, or if you are completely talking to him, if you are completely like open to this relationship to him or not. I do see him being a little stressful about everything. He's like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on in her head. I don't know what kind of like thoughts she's having. Okay, she's having in her mind. Okay, so I do definitely see here that they are kind of like asking some questions here. Okay, and they are hoping that they can like just get to be with you. They're saying like what if like she just does not want to be with me. It's like all the fight we had, or all the like ups and downs we had, or all the emotional turbulence we had in this relationship, what if it may have made her feel uninterested and disinterested about me? Then what can I do? Okay, so I do think like he's kind of losing his shit over this whole situation, because he knows that he has fucked shit up, and he's a little scared to deal with you, or he's a little scared that what if you guys just communicate, and then you just don't like want to be with him, and you kind of just tell him that go away, I don't want to be with you, or I don't want to connect with you, I don't want to be like initiating any form of communication with you. Okay, so he definitely have that fear. I do see here that he is like he's deciding to just show some nervousness. He feeling nervous. Okay, like that over that like huge, okay, huge thing, like his huge confidence. Like I think he has very huge confidence in himself, and he's like, I just don't even know. Okay, I don't even know how to like just contain myself, because I'm the Sagittarius, fiery energy. But here I see he's kind of like losing his shit, because just to see you. Okay, in the past also he could have avoided a little bit, because he's a little afraid to just show up to your energy. He's like, what if like she just doesn't like me, or what if she just fuck with me, or what if like she just so bratty, or what if I have made her feel in a certain way that she will just go ahead and detach from me. She will not even like talk to me, communicate with me. She will just see me as a like a spare part of her life, and she will just throw away. Like these are like wild thoughts. Okay, and I really get this kind of nervousness from him. But he is nervous to see you, he's nervous to meet you. He's saying like, what if I just go ahead and see her, and she just does not even want to connect with me, because I'm kind of shit. Okay, or I'm full of shit. So I do see here that he has that fear in himself, and he is like, what, I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Okay, that's the fear I see here, that in him I see here that he do want to create some balanced, okay, approach to this relationship, or he want to create a better balance in this connection. He's saying like, I will do, this is actions in him. Okay, he's saying that I will do anything and everything to create some balance between both of us. I'll do anything and everything so that our connection grow, our connection evolve, our connection will have the like stability to itself. And I do want to get you back, or I do want to be in that situation where you are happily with me, okay, or happily connected with me, happily sweet with me, happily like just being with me. Okay, like look at his feelings, nervousness, nervousness, nervousness. Look at his energy, happiness, happiness, happiness. Actions, through actions I see here that he's looking forward to create some good satisfaction between both of you. He do want to create a little bit more like this full of wants energy. Okay, he's saying like, I want to talk. Okay, I want to communicate. I also want to fuck. He has a lot of questions, so he could be asking like very random question. What you doing? What you up to? Okay, where you were? Okay, what you are like doing in life right now? Like where you have been? Like what's going on? So very random questions. I see here that he will be like a little bit more spying on you. Okay, or I do see some spying energy in him. Okay, so definitely I see here that he could be wanting to like create a lot of chaos around you. Okay, but yeah, I see here that like he will do also want to fuck you. Okay, he do want to spend some more time with you, and he's hoping that he could be able to do that real quick. Okay, he want to be very quick. Okay, he want to sleep with you, he want to be with you, he want to make you happy. He's like, let's forget about everything and let's just move on. Okay, like this Sagittarius ass doesn't even understand how he should be dealing with a Scorpio. I don't know, I needed to just say that, but yeah, that's his energy. Whatever messed up situation or whatever messed up shit he do with you, he does it only because he has huge nervousness. Okay, nervousness and huge abandonment issues. I think he, at this point, he also could be having some ADHD. It's like he start thinking about a loving thought. Okay, or let's say that he met you. Okay, you both spend great time together. He's like, yeah, yeah, I'm so happy. Okay, and then he's like, I don't know what to feel. I don't know. The next moment he start doubting everything. The next moment he's like, is there love or is there not love? Like, what is true and what is not true? Okay, and I see here that he's just kind of like, like start questioning everything. Okay, and he just mess shit up. Okay, he definitely mess shit up. He definitely, like, just don't know how to deal with this situation. He don't know how to, like, make the whole situation just, turn out to be better or balanced between both of you. So I see here that he's definitely like a little, like, he need to learn his lessons here. But he do want you. Okay, his wish is to be wanting you. His wish is to be connecting with you. But whatever he does, it feels like, he's like a kid. Okay, it's like, kid with candy. Let's say that he is eating his meal with you. Okay, and then his friends are like, come with us, we're gonna give you a candy. And he's like that kid who just gonna run away on that on that candy, and like he's gonna just go ahead and try to take that candy from them and eat it with them. And then he's gonna have a sugar rush and his teeth is gonna start hurting, and then he's back with you crying and shit, like, that my teeth is hurting, please take care of me. Okay, he really need to grow up a little bit. Like, I know you are saying his age right now, like, god forbid he's, whatever his age is, need to be better. But he definitely, like, is somebody who need to just, understand better reality and stand up to his responsibilities. I would say like both. Okay, he definitely was feeling a little emotionally, feeling a little shit. Okay, because he definitely is thinking, or definitely is feeling that he may have lost you, or he may have lost, okay, his hold on you, or he may have lost the type of connection he had with you. Okay, he's saying like, I think she's just, going to let me go. Okay, and I see here that he has some emotional stress in himself, that what if, like, I'm just gonna lose this shit and she's never gonna be with me and whatever. Okay, I do see that fear. Okay, I do see that fear, I do see that energy in him, and he's going through a lot of ups and downs in his mind about it. But to be honest, I think like he's so prone to, like, discussing all his life problems to you. And like, I know that how it sounds, but he's very dependent on you. Like, his ass just go ahead, like, and just go ahead and talk to you about all those things. And like, he will just be a little negative. But the moment he start, like, experiencing the shit in life, he's like, go back to the mommy. So he definitely wanted to have that emotional part here, or he wanted to have that emotional energy here, where you are just giving him that comfort. Okay, and yeah, I do see here that somehow, like, he's just not ready to, like, just deal with everything just by himself. Okay, so I feel here that it could be a little both. Okay, if you just give him that money and you just, let him go ahead and just solve his problem, I think like he will not gonna say no to it. And it feels a little bit like, he just can't deal with his actions, or he can't, like, deal with the things in his life just on his own. And that's why he also could be talking to you. I will not say this is only about, like, him trying to ask you for money. He just can't deal with all the things just by himself. Okay, that's for dear Whitney. Thank you so much, Whitney, for being here. I hope the reading helped. All the best. Let's see for Dominique. Oh no, this is okay. Yeah. Okay, so whatever you are doing or whatever you are feeling, spirit is telling you to do completely different. Okay, like spirit is telling you to just be a little bit more cheerful about this because this shall too pass. Okay, and like being a mother, I think one of the most strongest thing a woman can do, or any human could do, or any creature could do on this like earth, because like you literally birthed the child and you made him and made it come out of your womb when like you created him. Okay, and right now what is the most important thing you should do is manage your finances, because when something a crisis moment happen, I don't know if how the healthcare works in your country, finances is one of the most important things. And it's just also not about the like the money you will be spending on the medicine or whatever. Like it's also important that you buy the good food right now. So just be a little bit aware, okay, that how you are spending your money, what you are spending your money on, planet how you much you will be spending your money on whatever, and just decide that what kind of energies or how you want to just spend money. And if you can have any form of financial help right now, I think like that is the best, it is the best time for you to go ahead and take that financial help from somebody. Okay, that is one advice. But there are people with you, okay, but you also need to be strong. Like let's say that I'm talking to you and sending you good wishes, and others might also be doing the same for you. But the only thing here which is needed, okay, for you to just understand that you need to go through this. Okay, and sometimes life puts us into situations which test us. Okay, and we are like, what karma we are suffering? No, we are not suffering any karma. Life is all about like sometimes life is just good and there are something bad. But yes, you also need to be a little bit strong. Okay, don't think too much about it. Like listen to something spiritual, or talk to somebody who can give you a little bit spiritual positivity, because you need the spiritual positivity right now, which is called like the soul food to make you keep going through this situation. I do see here that you will be able to feel cheerful by tomorrow. So the spirit want you to know that it's not for long. It may be troubling you, like let's say that troubles have started today. So today, tomorrow, and like 3 days. Okay, overall 3 days it could be stressing you out. But other than that, I think like you'll just be fine, and you can just be able to just move away. So by morning you will have such a good news, or by morning you will know that things are already getting better, and talk about it. Okay, right now this is where the support system of life comes in. Okay, talk about it as much as you can, because if you keep holding on to the emotions which you are experiencing, you can't really, you can't really deal with the shit. You just need to keep talking about it. Talk to your mom, talk to the friends, talk to everybody. Whatever update you get from the doctor, whatever problem you are feeling right now, you just talk about it. Okay, but your kid is just fine. Okay, he will be just fine. He will just positive. He has the fire in him, you have the fire in you. You both will just be fine and just be coming back home in no time. But right now, take care of your financial health. Use your finances in the best way possible. Take as much help as you can. Just accept that yes, it is happening, but then again, I need to be strong enough to go ahead and go through this. Okay, because you're just gonna come out stronger. And only because this is a troublesome situation, so you need to deal with it all by your own. No, talk about it and take the help. You will receive help. God is sending you help, and whatever help you are receiving, just just receive it and you'll just be fine. Okay, so I don't see a lot of complication for you. Right now it's definitely very difficult, but give yourself just a little bit more time, and you will be feeling so better about the whole situation, and good things will be coming. Okay, like let's say that you could be having a good situation in terms of your baby, or like he's feeling good. Like you could be getting a indication that he's also gonna feel good in in no time and stuff like that. So I think like you may be just getting those kind of messages very soon about your kid and yourself also. So just be brave in this situation, you'll be all right. Okay. Hello, mindful. I just saw your message. I have added you. Okay. Please wait a bit. Your kid got it from the school. Okay, and it's definitely the virus. Okay, some the virus could be affecting him a little bit, or like some symptoms could be there, and somehow he is also being caught up by, like, maybe not the same virus, but could be some other virus. He has a virus, and he may have had it on him. Okay, but I don't see any evil eye or any form of spiritual anything on him. He is very protected here, and when he will be all right, I feel here that he should just rest a little bit. Okay, let him rest in the hospital. Maybe he will stay here for 3 days, and when he go back to home, okay, like let's say that by Monday he will go back to home, I would definitely recommend that he stay at home for the week. Okay, like so the whole week he should just stay at bed rest, or however you want to say it. Just stay at home and he will be all right. And I feel here that it's something which passes. Okay, it's not like something which is going to stay with him for a long time. It could be a virus which he has caught, and now I see here that he is almost recovering from it, and he's kind of just gonna move away from it, and very soon he will be also feeling so much better in himself. Okay, so I do see that energy in here, but it's more like a it's a passing thing. Okay, he caught it. He will a little bit, definitely a little bit weak he may feel through it, but he will heal in by Monday. And after that he need a little rest, which is crucial, so let him rest, and by next week he will be just fine. For you, okay, for you, I feel here that it could be some deficiencies. Okay, or you could be also having the same virus, you could be having some communication with him, and like the same virus is also being passed on to you. Okay, it feels like it's nothing different for you. You will recover much more sooner than him. Okay, you go ahead and go to sleep right now. Okay, you go ahead and take some rest, and by the morning you will start feeling a little bit better. Okay, definitely some coziness and warmth is necessary here. If you can stay isolated, I know that you need to come to the hospital to check up on the kid. Go ahead and do that. And I feel here that the moment you do it, the moment I feel here, like the more rest you take, the more better you will be. I see you getting also better in like 2 to 3 days. It's not something harsh, but it also could be the same virus which he has got. Okay, so I do see here that he miss you, and I do see him being gloomy today. Okay, only the future is making him feel hopeful, or only the future, or whatever you guys could have in the future, is making him feel hopeful. He's thinking that how he can turn things around, or how he can reach to that position, or reach to that energy where things are turning around for him, and he's kind of connecting with you. He's saying like this have been so long. Okay, it has been so long that she has not given me love, or it has been so long that we have not communicated with each other through love, or we have not been able to have something sweet with each other. Like it has been so long that we have not been able to spend some good time together. And yeah, I see here that they do want to connect with you more. They are saying like, I'm here with you. I don't know if you have told him the the what you are going through right now, but he's more like that person who is ready to be emotionally close to you. Okay, he's kind of feeling very emotionally close to you right now, and also he want to be more emotionally close to you in the near future. I see here that he do want to like show that to you, that I'm here for you, I want to connect with you, and I want to give that love to you. Okay, I do see that energy in him, and he's wanting to be very sweet, nice, and very loving towards you, and want to pour in your cup. He really want you back. Okay, he's saying like, just get back with me. Okay, and then just I will be giving you more. Okay, I want to give you more, or I want to be giving you something which is more stable. Okay, or the relationship is something which is more stable, and the relationship is something which is going to be able to make us feel good together. Okay, and yeah, I do see here that there are definitely some very good energies here in terms of emotional satisfaction. He want to have good emotional satisfaction with you. Okay, he want to connect with you better, he want to be with you better, and he's saying like, I just want to have that energy where we both are connecting, and we both have that love going on together. Okay, and have that committed situation together. I want to create that, so let me help you, or let me connect with you, let me get close to you. I see here that he's really asking he's really asking question. He really want to show up to you. Okay, he's saying like, I just want to know like what's going on. Okay, I want to know if she's dating somebody else, or if she is kind of connecting with somebody else, or if she is kind of being with somebody else. I just want to know like what's going on in her life, and want to know everything which is going on, because I am very I just want to show up. Okay, I want to show up in the best way possible, because somehow I have not been able to. Okay, I want to help her in a way that which I have not been able to. And somehow they just want to show up with you in a way that they are giving you so much love and happiness through communication. Even it's like, even though if somebody is going to tell you that I'm here for you, that is also very positive. Okay, so I say here that he just want to show up as that positive person, very strong emotionally, missing you emotionally. Okay, want to connect with you emotionally, want to be with you emotionally, and have that loving situation going on. So it's very strong love, very sweet love from his side. He's like, I just don't want to detach from her ever. I am wanting to be her lover as much as I can. Okay, forever is a long thing. But I think very strong emotional connection he's feeling towards you. Oh, I'm doing for Dominique, and every time I'm opening for mindful, opening the message of mindful. Oh my god. This is a person who I would call destructive. I will also side with your dad. Like, I'm nobody, but let me side with your dad, and let me tell you, please don't hang out with this person. They feel physically crazy. Okay, there are people, like all sorts of people have fights, like it's okay to have fights and shit like that. But somebody who can be physically abusive to somebody, no. You should not hang out with this person, okay? And it feels like, it's somebody who also, like, let's say that what I will see, like, let's say that I see a beautiful family, let's say that, I see you, okay? Or what I will say, like, oh my god, god bless you and your family. She starts saying shit, okay? And it's like, even like somebody we like really don't like, and like, we just don't feel good about a certain somebody and shit like that, and like, we don't feel good about somebody, we still at least have a way of dealing with them, right? Like, we don't create that much chaos, or we don't create that much shit energies with them. But they are like, just, they will start fighting with literally anybody, okay? They'll start fighting with literally anybody, and they will start fighting with anyone, and like things just become crazy around them, okay? Okay, this is what I call, like destructive Mars energy, who does not know who they are destroying, and they just go ahead and destroy. And she also talk a lot of shit about people, unnecessary shit, like, the things type of shit I and you cannot even find in the other person when we are looking at somebody. She will find like something like that, and she's like, start like shitting on people who are like really happy randomly, okay? Like, let's say there is a cousin, there is a other couple in your cousin's energy, okay? Like, let's say there are other cousins, okay? And she will start shitting on the other cousins randomly, and would start a physical fight, and she's not really great, and it's like a ticking time bomb. You never know that when that ticking time bomb will start shitting on you, okay? And that's why I see here that your dad, like, I will also recommend this 10-10, okay? And you never know, like, when you offend a person like this, the people who have violent nature, they never change, okay? And they can, like, be a ticking time bomb, and they just can, like, change and become that ticking time become that time bomb, and like, kind of burst out. So yeah. That's for Dominique. Thank you so much, Dominique, for being here. I hope the reading helped. All the best, all the beautiful energies for you, and all the recovery for you and your kid. I hope you both feel better the soonest, and like, just get better. Okay, you are that person who he want to be with. Okay, he do see you as that empress. Okay, but one thing I feel in him when I'm doing this reading, he want things a little bit more on his terms. Okay, his way of looking at you, or the way he sees you, or the way he feel about you, it's never bad. Okay, it's always great, and it's always one of the best things, like, he can ever feel for you. Okay, very respectful. Okay, he respects you a lot. He respects you as a human. He respects you as a wife. He also respects you as a person who he got married to, and it's very emotional. He's like very emotionally aligned with you, very emotionally positive with you. Okay, but somehow I feel here that he also in that energy where you may be just, asking things for yourself. He also see you as somebody who is creating a boundary, although he is in a giver mindset about you, or he want to be giving to you, or he want to be connecting with you in terms of giving you love and sweetness. He still feel like, somehow you are not being able to give him that, because like, he's not been able to give you that, and that definitely gives him some anxiety. You are also somebody he want to move forward with. Okay, he knows that he has this dissatisfaction. Okay, like you both did not went well, or something did not went well for both of you. He want to find a middle way for everything, and he's like, at least we just start talking, please we just start having a good conversation together, and at least we just move forward from the stagnant situation. But still I think, he's very self-loathing. Okay, or let's say that whatever have happened, he's just not ready, to change something here. Like he's saying that if we had a fight, then we had a fight. Okay, if something happened, then something happened. Okay, like I don't know how to change that. But he does have that respect. Like you look like that person who had his children, and he do want to give that respect. And he also see you as the wife, he also want to give that stability to you. But somehow I think, he's lacking a little bit enthusiasm in him to carry forward. Like he do want to have a better conversation, but he still need to gather that courage in him to have this conversation with you, or move forward to have this conversation with you. Okay, so I do see him being a little bit on his unapologetic kind of energy, where he is not ready to ask for forgiveness. Okay, like I think like he has taken things a lot on his ego, and I will see if he's gonna do it in a few days, but he's still sticking to that energy where he's just not ready to be emotionally open up and just talk to you about like, yes, I do want to do this, or I do want to connect with you in this way, or I want to talk to you in this way, or I am sorry that I want to put better efforts. In his feelings, I do see here that he's running away. Okay, accepting his faults, or let's say that during communication, I think he has also said a lot of things which he knows. Okay, he knows that it was wrong, or he knows that he should not have said that things to you, or he knows that he should not have communicated with you in that way at all. Okay, and I do see that definitely see that dissatisfaction in him, that I don't know why I have done this, or I don't know why I have created this, or why I have talked to her in this certain way. But he still still feel a little bit not sure that if he's ready to just open up and have that conversation. He's saying like something happened, and yes, some form of chaos happened, and now I am not sure that if I'm ready to just start having that conversation where I can open up my heart and do talk to her. Okay, or do communicate with her and grow this relationship a little bit better. So I just see him doing a lot of back and forth before he's starting to have some communication. He really do want to open up to you and want to talk to you. But it feels like he's not been able to give himself that, or he's not been able to give himself that stability when he can do that. Okay, so that is the the feelings are still a little a little complicated, because he know that if he could have went ahead and communicated and started having a conversation, and could have pushed a little bit, he could have had a lot of good conversation and figured shit out. But somehow he also know that he's not been able to do it, and I do see him being regretful about it. I see here that he also could be thinking about you. Okay, he know that he's stalking on you. I don't know how he can stalk on you. Like let's say that he could be checking up on WhatsApp, that if you're online or not, or if you have Instagram, then he could be checking up on Instagram if you're online or not. Like what's going on in you. Okay, if sorry, if you have let go of the, like, the energy which you have had with him, okay, or let's say that you had some resistance to him emotionally, right? So if you still have that resistance with him, or if you are ready to open up your heart to connect with him, if you are ready, if you're opening up your heart to just have that good conversation with him, okay. So he's like checking up on you all the time, like he's like trying to see like what's happening. And his ego is very dissatisfied right now, because this time I think like he really expected that, maybe for the kids, maybe for you, maybe for something, you will just go ahead and talk to him, and you will go ahead and just have a good conversation with him, okay. And you will go ahead and like have a good conversation somehow, that like you will just talk to him in any way, okay. And as he's just not being able to do it, he do feel a little stressed, okay. He do feel a little bit negative, and he feels like he's just not been able to feel good about himself. I still see him unapologetic, okay. I do see him wanting to communicate with you, because his ego is not satisfied, but he need to talk to you, okay. So he may communicate, he may talk, but he may be very unapologetic, okay, very dry, okay. Like he's like hitting you with like WhatsApp, okay, what kids need, what kids want. Maybe he will also try to initiate some communication with the kids himself, okay. And he's like wanting to know like what is going on, or like what's up with you both, or like what you guys are doing right now, okay. So definitely he's gonna try to like just do that and try to have some conversation, okay. And I see here that he's still kind of like in his actions, he's still not been able to like give you that energy that yes, I'm just gonna open up and communicate. I don't see that. I still see him being a little bit in that energy where he's just not in that energy where he can give you that, because heart needs some form of softness, and somehow I see him just not being a soft person, okay. He's pushing himself to be this like hard stuffed energy, and due to his ego, I don't know what is his thing, but it could be his ego or it could be something. And due to that thing, I feel like he's just not ready to like just ask for that apology. He will show up, okay. I don't know how he can show up. He's gonna meet you, or he's gonna spend some time with you, or he's gonna like just show up to you. But I do see here that he's saying like all this confusion, all this complications which we are having right now, I don't want that, okay. I want to like let it go completely, and I do want to have a better conversation with her. I do want to show up in her energy a little bit better. But somehow I feel like when it happening, I feel like it could be feeling a little bit dry, okay. But yeah, he will show up in your energy. I don't see here that he is starting to express a lot of love to you yet, but I do see here that he will try to connect, and he's hoping also that the moment you guys could connect, the moment like guys could have some good time together. Oops, sorry. She's trying to hold on to him a lot, okay. Give me a moment, mindful. Okay, so yeah, I do see here that she is trying to hold on to him a lot, and like she's trying to confuse him a lot. But in terms of ending, I think like there could be happening one in 5 to 9 days. Like it could have happened right now. It feels like he could be talking to her, or when he is talking to her, he could be hinting a few things to her, and he is hinting that I don't know if I'm ready to just give more. Or I see here that he hints a lot. I don't think like he's able to communicate with her about it completely. Okay, or he is able to communicate about the ending just completely with them yet. Okay, but I do feel like he may be trying to do this in 5 to 9 days. I don't know when he is traveling towards you. Okay, but he could be thinking about in engaging with you very soon, or engaging with her very soon, and talk to her. Like I feel like that she is trying to distract him a lot. Okay, she's just trying to distract him with this whole situation. It's like she just does not want to let him know, and she just does not want him to just know that what she is doing. And she's just trying to create a lot of confusion with him whenever he is trying to talk to them. But I see here that okay, I see here that he could be trying to have an ending with her within like next 5 to 9 days. Yeah. Did I do the questions right, or like the way you wanted the spreads to be? I'm sorry. I hope that I did. Thank you so much for being here, dear. I hope the reading helped. All the best. Okay, that's great. I hope like this holiday season we need a good beginning for you and him. Oh, okay. So I do see some blessings coming towards you. Okay, I think Lord is being very blissful towards all of us, and a lot of blessings, kind of a energy in the spreads. And I hope you'll be able to receive it with your open heart, and you'll be able to have fun with it. Okay, I do see here that you within like few weeks, like if we say next 3 to 4 days, you may be able to start working on a relationship. Okay, it do feel like you know this person, so it could be Jeffrey, or it could be also somebody you know. Okay, it's more like you know this person already, you had some like foundation. It's more like a 3 of Pentacles energy, so you have a foundation with them already. So you are just trying to grow your relationship above that. Okay, or you're trying to just grow your relationship from that energy, and you're trying to make it better. I feel here that when you are starting to have this conversation with them, or you're starting to have this relationship with them, you may feel like you're just feels like, at some point you may have lost hope. Okay, this two card signifies that, you may have had some overthinking about this connection in the past, or you may have thought that maybe the relationship may have went through a lot of ups and downs in the past, and you have not been able to create that stability with each other. And I see here that you may be able to, okay, figure it out. Okay, you may be able to figure it out, and you may be able to start more like a stability, or you may be able to have more like a stability in this relationship and grow this connection. Okay, like grow this connection as good as you can. And this is a new communication, so the new communication is the thing which is bringing the hope in the relationship. And you may have just, it's like, wow, okay, so this is starting, or this is something which is like, being very new for me, or this is something which is kind of like, coming out for me as something which I have not been able to experience for myself in the past. So I just want to go ahead and experience it now. Okay, so I do see that. I see here that you may be able to find that stability, you may be able to find that good vibe, you may be able to find that, like, new beginning with this person. And I see here that it's starting to, like, give you that like, the hope that this, as you are talking again with this person, like things are getting more better, and things are like, starting to have look more stable and positive. I see here that you have some beautiful temperance energy here, so God is blessing you. Okay, God is also like, giving you some opportunities of meeting, and this is all coming up as something which, you wished for. Like, we have wished for a relationship in a certain way, or we all have wished for a relationship in a good way, or we all have, wished for a relationship which could work out in both of our in our favor. So I see here that you are receiving that, like, wish fulfillment for yourself. You are receiving that good vibes for yourself. You're like, yes, I'm just being blessed by the God that I'm receiving this good vibe, and I'm like, being very blessed that I'm receiving this positivity. So I do see that, and I see here that you will be able to receive a very beautiful Empress treatment from them. And this is a three major arcana spread. I don't know what is the fourth card would be, but they are being the Temperance. Okay, because it's very important that a masculine person also become very romantic, a giver, and a very good person when they are kind of dealing with you, dealing with us, or they become very positive with us when they are dealing with us. And like, you also get that positivity from them, so you will be able to get that, and you'll be able to have this beautiful Empress treatment from them. This is what you wish for, you are getting it. Okay, it's like Lord is giving you that treatment, for the Christmas. This is also a major arcana. It feels like, he could be having stagnancy. Okay, let's say that he could be having some form of stagnancy in his life, and due to that stagnancy he is not been able to, okay, or due to that stagnancy he is not been able to have a lot of, like, like he was not been able to connect with you, or he was not been able to be with you, he was not been able to like, show up to you in the past. But right now I do see here that he may be able to show up better, so that he could have figured out, okay, he could have figured out that how he's going to deal with you, or how he's going to connect with you. He's saying like, I'm ready to let go of that unnecessary blockages in my life which could be limiting me. Okay, or which could be limiting me from giving that love to you and giving that Impress treatment towards you. I do see positivity in him, I do see some sweetness. I see here that he is expressive and nice to you. Okay, I see here that this person, when you are connecting with them, you may feel like, they are still not very, they're giving you the good treatment. Okay, they're giving you the best treatment. But when you are connecting with them, you may feel that they don't show a lot of emotions from their side. Okay, or they don't show like what they are feeling about me, or they don't show what they are kind of like, experience about me, or they don't show like what they feel about the relationship they have with me. Okay, so they, you may experience that, they don't have a lot of expression from their side, or they don't express themselves a lot. So that could be a stress like you may experience here. But I do see here that they may also feel good when you are growing this relationship. Okay, when you are connecting with them better, or you will feel like, they are trying to make you feel as satisfied as you can. So most part of the whole spirit is very feminine. And I see here that they're showing up to create this relationship and keep growing this relationship. Seems like very beautiful, and it's very clean. Okay, there is no complication, there is no lies happening, there is no, like, leaving you on the read happening. It's seems like a slow steady connection where you are being showered with love. Okay, it may be taking a little bit time. It feels like, it may take 11 days for this to start happening or start working out for you. But I see here that a new beginning could be happening with a new with a person which you know already from the past, and you may feel like, you are moving forward with that connection. And in terms of commitment, I feel here that it may take overall 18 days for both of you to start having talks of commitment, or you both start, like, talking about like how you can commit with each other, or what kind of commitment you guys can give to each other, or what kind of, like, connection which you both can, like, come together. So that's something which may take a little bit more time before happening. But yeah, I see here that it could be happening, and it could be coming towards you soon. I see here that you have a, like, this could be a Cancer person. I had a lot of signs of Cancer or Sagittarius. Okay, so you may be able to experience that emotional intimacy, that yes, you both are very strong. You both are very strong, like good, like, soulmates. Okay, you both can be also like really good friends. Okay, you will create that intimacy here, and you both also will be able to pour in each other's cup. You both will also able to be like the giver for each other, and have that good connection, that yes, now we are ready to, like, make this relationship something which can grow, evolve, and can create some more stability, and can create some more stability and a good foundation for commitment. I do see like something very emotionally relaxing happening, and, like, very, like, yes, I'm feeling so good about this connection kind of energy is coming towards you. But yeah, I do see some good vibes, and you will be able to feel like, positive that you are receiving it. So Yami, thank you so much, Yami, for being here. I hope the reading helped. All the best. Ling, you can go ahead and post your question, Ling. Okay, it feels like, he's moving towards light. Okay, and the energy feels like, where he may have had some resistance, and there could also be some resistance in terms of communication. Okay, like he was not being able to communicate with you in the past, or he was not being able to, like, talk to you better in the past, or he was not being able to express more in with you in the past. I feel here that he may be wanting to, like, let that go. Okay, and, like, just show up to you and show up and communicate with you better. And I think, like, there have been some resistance. Okay, like some resistance, I will say, like, there is a huge amount of resistance in him, which may have occurred from his side, that he has not been able, even though he wanted to, he has not been able to give you a lot of clarity from his side. So I do see here that he may be wanting to give that clarity to you. He may be wanting to show that clarity to you, that yes, I'm here. Let me just, love you. Let me just go ahead and give that love to you. Let me just go ahead and fix this connection with you. Okay. So I feel here that, he may be having some resistance, and I do see here that he want to go ahead and have some form of breakthrough, to have a better conversation, and just to, like, show up better, so that he can give you that love and sweetness. So I do see that he want to do it. And there is also some, like, four of wands energy. It also, like, in his actions is also same. He could be having some darkness, or some, like, let's say that his life was not giving him the best energy, and he's, like, having some form of stagnancy. I do see him wanting to show up more. Okay, or he's wanting to, like, just experience more, like, closeness with you. He's saying, like, I just want to be more close, and want to be more connecting with her. and I want to spend some time so that we can come together and have some love together. So I do see him being very positive about approaching you. I feel like, he is going through some form of negativity, or he may be going through some form of ups and downs. So he want to, limit that and just be more expressive and, coming towards you. But I do see here that he want to show up. Okay. You celebrate the holidays, like Christmas and everything? I think, he could be talking to you about Christmas, okay? Or he could be wishing you Christmas, or he could be wishing you something around the holidays, or he could be also starting to talk to you about what are your plans, what you are up to, or what's your plan about everything, okay? Ah, okay. Ah, okay, that's great. So I don't know if that is something he can also celebrate, because I do feel like, he could be like trying to connect with you in terms of that, or he could be trying to communicate with you in terms of that. And he's like, I'm here, okay, or I am here to, wish you this. I'm here to, spend some time with you, or I don't know. There is a possibility that he may be also talking to you about traveling, okay, or let's say that, he could be also talking to you about that when he's gonna travel, okay, or how he's gonna travel, or when he will be able to, just spend better time with you, or when he will be able to meet you, when he will be able to spend better time with you. So he could be also talking to that. But I see here that he has some plans of trying to start a communication with you, or like let's say that he is wanting to have a communication with you where he can spend some time with you, or maybe, this is just a communication where you guys could, just talk about each other, or what's going on, what you both have been experiencing in life, or whatever is going on in life. I think, he will also go ahead and talk to you about that. But I do see some positive conversations, or let's say that, he may try to just show up to you so that he could, give you some love and positivity. Yeah, yeah. I see, around the Christmas, you could be receiving that. Thank you so much for being here there. I hope the reading helped. All the best. Have a great one. Let's see for Liz. What your spirit guides want you to know about this list, this is not the end, okay? Or this relationship is not ending, or this relationship, this is this is not where this relationship ends. Both of you will be able to come closer to you, okay, with time. Okay, yes, I see here that you both will be able to come closer to each other with time, and things will just be a little bit better together. Okay, what you need to know that she could be the one, okay, who is She could be the one who is going through something, or she could be the one who could be going through some form of difficulty. Okay, or she could be going through some form of ups and downs. Okay, and I do feel here that due to that, okay, due to that, like, she could be a little distant, and she's like not um she's like not ready to communicate just yet. But I feel here that spirit want you to know, take your time. Okay, if you feel like, just want to go ahead and, like, have a conversation with them, and just go ahead and can talk to them and all of that, like, yeah, go ahead and do that, no problem with that, that's fine. But I feel here that you should, like, at least give this 10 more days, see if there is any activity from their sides towards you during the holidays. If there is some activity, then that's great. If there is no activity, then wait a little bit more, and then go ahead and try to communicate with them. I see here that this is not the end of the relationship, but they could be distant due to some of their own personal issues, or any form of, like, relationship issues they could be having in their life. But you both will also have the relationship in the future. And the best thing here is to just give it a little bit more time and then connect back. Focus on it, talk with them, grow it more. Okay, I feel like, I don't know if there are a romantic connection for you, or if there is any possibility of a romantic connection, because I know that, not all relationships come with that energy that you can also have a romance with them. So, like, I'm not saying that you should go ahead and have romance, but if you can, like, just have that thing together, please go ahead and, like, give this to them. Okay, please go ahead and initiate something more to them. Please go ahead and initiate some more love to them. Okay, and that would be great. Like, if you initiate more love, and if you initiate more stability in this relationship, it will give you the love which you needed from them. It will give you the sweetness which you needed from them. If you give it will give you the positivity, okay, which you need from them. They are a great friend. Okay, like, every friendship has its ups and downs, and, like, I think we all go through the phases of life, and due to those phases, okay, and I feel like, sometimes things just get a little chaotic. So don't, like, don't do that. Okay, don't do that. Don't, like, think too much about it. Okay, don't, like, think too much about, like, what you need to do, or what you need to, like, what you need to change, or what you need to, like, be together. Okay, or how you need to just, direct your energy with them. Just vibe. Okay, like, send a text. Okay, have a good conversation. Talk to them about it. Talk to them about what you feel, or talk to them about, like, how you feel. Talk to them about, like, whatever is going on in your life. Okay, so just go ahead and, like, let them know. And I feel here that the best thing here is to just, just show up to them and take care of this friendship. This can grow into something very good in your life, even if it is just not romantic, that's fine. Like, it can be growing into something very beautiful. You just need to give it more time. Okay. It's great. You will, I don't know if you ever have been into Mexico or not, but I feel here that you will love the roots there, love the, like, culture there. Okay, or whatever you are doing. Okay, whatever you are doing, or whatever, like, you will be feeling that you're doing, it will make you feel that, it's incredible. Okay, like, the everything here. Okay, everything there, whatever you are doing, it will feel incredible. You will feel like, you're doing the best things. Okay, you will feel like, everything is kind of like, going in your favor. You may start having a very beautiful those things, like, very beautiful ideas. Okay, very good ideas about creativity. It feels like something very good, it feels like something very beautiful, it feels like something where you will be able to make yourself feel very satisfied. Okay, and you will be able to make yourself feel very good. You will be able to make yourself feel like, emotionally satisfied. I don't know if you are taking somebody romantic or not, but if you are not taking anybody romantic, then definitely you should just go ahead and be alone. And you may also feel like a little romantic with people. Okay, I do see romance for you so much. Okay, like every time, everywhere, every spread I'm making here, Liz, I'm getting a lot of romance for you. And yeah, I see here that it would be something where you will be able to connect with their tradition. It will feel so good to you. It will feel that you're connecting with the roots really really good, and it can also bring some good romantic experiences for you. Okay, Liz, for 1111, you get four questions, four of the questions, okay, which you have sent with 1212, and you have sent one extra. So, altogether, you have a singular spread the way I made the spreads. You have one more question. So, if you are in the chat, you can go ahead and ask, or whenever you listen to this, like, you can also ask it later. I'm just going to save that for you, okay, whatever suits you. Single spread, okay, single spread, I owe you that, okay. You can use it whenever, or you can also add it to another reading, or however you want to do it. Okay, I just want to let you know that you have one. Okay, what they want, what spirit want you to know, like it's best that you stay where you are. Okay, let them take the actions. Okay, and what is happening, I think, like you both will be able to meet with each other very soon, or you both will be able to spend some time with each other very soon. Okay, like stars are kind of aligning for that when you are like almost kind of connecting together to be together, or almost kind of connecting together to like experience this together. Okay, and I do see here that you could be having some good energy. Okay, or you could be having some good vibes, or you could be thinking that I'm like I may be receiving something from them, and you may be receiving some communication. But what is happening, like you are also thinking that what should I do? Should I go ahead and connect, or should I go ahead and communicate, or should I go ahead and spend some time, or should I just go ahead and talk to them, or what should I do? Okay, or how should I be putting myself in that energy? Okay, and I see here that they are questioning it a lot. And like what happens sometimes, okay, as we have not been able to communicate with somebody certain for some time, we just start thinking that if it is the right time to talk to them or not. So that is the same thing. Okay, that is the same thing I feel like they are just going through, and they need to be a little bit more better, or they need to have a more push here, so that they can have start communicating. But I see here that you will feel really great. Okay, I see here that you will be feeling very good, you will be feeling very connected, you will be feeling very sweet, and you will be feeling like it is time for you to be taking some actions to them. I see here that maybe during the holidays you may go ahead and try to approach them with something stable, and after that there could be some communication happening between both of you. I'm not sure that who is the initiator here, that you are the initiator. Like it could be also possible that you are just being very welcoming to them, and they are the one who's sending you the message, and then the start of a conversation is happening. And it also could happen that you are also inviting them for a party for the new year's or something, and they are coming here to have a good talk with you. But I see here that the reunion for both the friends are like really great. Okay, that's for Liz. Thank you so much, Liz, for being here. I hope the reading helped. All the best. Have a great one. Rachel, please go ahead and post your question. Yes, absolutely. I do see that in him, and it feels like he need to approach this relationship a little bit more maturely, which he has not been able to. Okay, so do I see here that he's gonna hurt you? I don't see that he's gonna hurt you, but I feel like it's not the best time to have a huge expectation from him, because he could be somebody. It's your reading. He could be somebody who may be like connecting with you, or who may be talking to you, but it may very like long time for him to have commitment. Like when there is a relationship which is committed, the committed relationship feels like better and stable, and somehow I feel like he's just not ready to create that committed energy just yet. I do see him being loving towards you, or I do see him being good towards you, but he's just not been able to have that energy where he can give you stability. So if you are looking for stability, it is not the right time for you to have stability from him. So I would say, if the expectation is stability or like commitment, I feel here that he will take a lot of time. Okay, a lot of time to give you that. So like as he is like taking time to give you commitment, you may start feeling him, and like you may start thinking that why he is not giving this commitment to me, and it can hurt you. Okay, so I will say, a lot of expectations from him just yet is not a great thing. I see here that you both may be able to, like, you both definitely have some trust issues to solve. Like, let's say that you are not being able to trust him a lot, so you both may be needing to trust, sort those trust issues out, and have a little bit more stability here and better healing energies together. If you guys can do that, I don't see here that he is hurting you right now. In terms of taking actions, okay, in terms of taking actions, I feel here that so he just need a little bit more time to ask for something, or let's say that he could be thinking about initiating some form of commitment, initiating some form of meeting with you. And anytime, very soon, like I see here that anytime by Sunday you both will be able to meet. And once you guys meet, I feel here that the moment you meet, things are becoming much more stable. Okay, things are becoming much more better. Things are becoming like you're not thinking too much about it. You are like, yeah, I'm feeling better about it, or I'm feeling better about this connection, or feeling better about this relationship. I'm not having any stress again, and I'm seeing, you're just gonna feel very good that things are giving you that stability which you are looking for. So yeah, I do see that positivity in him. I don't see here that he is gonna hurt you or in anything. Very fast. I don't know how I can. Okay. I don't see him hurting you or something right now, or I don't see him wanting to hurt you. But I do feel here that, he may be needing longer time to give you stability in your life, or maybe needing more time to give you any form of commitment. So if that is something you are expecting from him very soon, that could lead to some form of hurt. But right now, I don't see here that you need any, you need to fear a lot. You need to, just be a little bit more slow in the investment of this relationship. If you grow it slowly, I think like the relationship just will be all right. Is that okay? Okay. Yeah, then I don't think like there are any, um, you know, anything which you need to be stressed of. এসে গেছে। না, আমি যে গুড়ের মোহনভোগ আছে, ওইটা আগের দিন আমি একটা নিয়েছিলাম, ওটা খুব ভালো, ওটা আসল রিয়েল গুড়, একদম নলেন, মানে শীতের গুড়ের গন্ধ আর কি। Okay, so I do see here that, like, it may take him at least 3 weeks for him to start having a relationship with you. Okay. For the current energies, I feel like, he could be thinking about it. Okay. He seems enthusiastic. He seems like he want to ask you this, or he want to initiate some form of, like, more better actions towards you, or he could be wanting to initiate something good towards you, and he's like looking forward to connect with you in the near future to talk about this or talk about this connection. Okay, so yeah, definitely I do see that he has intentions, but he is saying, like, just to, and the best thing is that he do feel that positivity with you whenever he's connecting with you. He see that possibilities and positivity both, that he do want to have that with you. He's looking forward to meet you the next time to talk about a relationship, or just talk more about the connection a little bit better, and just to talk a little bit more better about what you guys can, like, have together, or what kind of connection you guys can have together. And I see here that he just want to, like, talk to more about you, and he's hoping that you will also say yes. Okay, and you will also, like, connect with him a little bit better. So I see here that he has that hope and energy that maybe he will be able to connect with you, and the moment he is connecting, you will also say yes to him. Okay, I see here that he also want to talk to you a little bit more, that what you would like. Okay, or how you would like, or what kind of relationship you would like, or what kind of connection you would like to have with him. Okay, and I feel here that he just want to, like, just also want to know, like, if you want to have a relationship or not. And once he get to know a little bit more better, or like he will get to know you a little bit more better, you will be able to have start having a relationship with them. Okay, but it will take overall 3 weeks, and in this 3 weeks he do want to connect more with you, and he's hoping that you both will be able to get closer with time. Okay, is this your next question? Lying, cheating, and playing mind games. Like, a lot of people do that they will, like, try to, like, initiate some communication, or they just try to make you feel confused, and they just try to induce some fear in you, or like they do a lot of back and forth. Okay, there could also be some abandonment issues, that let's say that somebody make a plan with him. Okay, and then he will also not go ahead and keep up with the plan, and he also have trust issues. Okay, yeah, could be. Yes, as anybody, like, in all his relationships, he has fear of cheating and lying. Okay, so yeah, I do see that he has huge fear of that, and somehow he's just not been able to find that satisfaction where he can just accept that, yes, no, nobody is gonna go ahead and like, cheat on me. Lying, cheating, and playing also emotional games. Okay, playing emotional games is also something huge on them, and they don't like it. Okay, they don't like it at all, and somehow that it is one of those things which is, like, which they just don't, like, really want to accept. Okay, the other person will cheat. No, 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 he is not cheating. The other people are cheating, and also, like, leaving him on a, like, it's like, they just leave them on doubt, okay, or they just leave them on read, and they just don't know like what he should be doing, and they do play mind games or induce fear or try to like nag or try to just keep them on the tiptoes. And a lot of people just do this kind of things to take money from other people also, or start having more like a emotional dissatisfaction induced. And I do feel here that he feared that a lot. Okay, he feared that somebody will take advantage of him if he also lowered down his guard, and he is very fearful about somebody lying and cheating on him just for money, or like showing fake love. Okay, or showing fake love to take more advantage of him, these kind of things. I think in relationships, he doesn't want intensity. He is like, he doesn't want every day to have a lot of communication, or you don't need to let him know everything. But it's just, you just keep showing up to him every day. Okay. Like some communication every day is just fine. It's not about the intensity, it's about the consistency. Okay. Because a lot of people, his perspective, not mine, a lot of people start asking questions, a lot of people start asking for things so soon, and a lot of people start demanding things a lot of soon. So like what he want, he's saying the only thing I want here is just see she like stay stable. Okay, she just stay with me, and we like grow this relationship strongly and steadily. Okay, that's all. But I don't think he really need, okay, to call you and show that to him. You just being there and you communicating with him every now and then, and when you guys meet together or when you guys communicate together, you have some good time together, or you have that good sweet time together, that's all. Okay, he's saying if you just do that, that will be all for me. I don't want anything else. I feel here that as long as you are staying positive with him, he is happy. Okay, he don't want too much, he just want a little bit every day. Okay, and then you guys can spend more time together. Yeah. Yeah, I think then you are doing really great. Yeah. The seventh one, PA1 is the seventh question for you, right? PA, it's like a place. Yeah, this is the seventh. After this you will have five questions. Okay. Okay, so you are somebody who's like really putting a lot of good efforts. Okay, you're like putting all that good efforts as much as possible. You are putting all that positive efforts, which is as much as possible, and you're like standing up literally. Okay, and I think he sees you as so much respect. It may be also making him feel that you have that good energies in you, or you have that positive energy in you to show up, because it's very important for people to start showing up for themselves, to take care of themselves. So I think he's really impressed by it. And he also also know, like he also felt like, when he had this communication with you, that you don't really complain, okay? Like you are doing all this, you are going to PA, you are going for work, you are doing so many things, okay? But you are not, like, complaining at all. You are doing your work, you are, like, minding your business, you are doing the things which is necessary for you, and you're just doing the things which is good for you, okay? So I think, like, they are impressed, okay? They are like, when you just show this little bit glimpse of me, or share with me a little bit that what is going on in your life, it just makes me feel good that you are doing it. Because, like, not a lot of people I have who can, like, share their life with me. So I feel really good when you are sharing a part of your life with me. So I'm grateful. So I see here that he's really impressed that you are doing all this good effort for yourself, and you are trying to take care of yourself. He's saying, like, yeah, it's good that you are starting to stand up for yourself, and also doing the things which is necessary. You have 5 questions, Rachel, after this, okay? It is the fifth one. You have left from the one which you sent earlier, and you have four more. So you have five total, okay? Yeah, he has thought about it, but then again, like, you are also communicating with him, so it kind of brings him a little bit peace. But yeah, it definitely crossed his mind that what if you have an ex there, or what if you have somebody who have been, like, who you have already connected, or, like, somebody who you may have, like, already known. What if you are just gonna go ahead and talk to them and connect with them? So yeah, definitely, I see here that they have this thought going on in their mind, that what you are doing, what you are up to, or if you are meeting somebody, or if there is an ex which you are connecting there or not. Yeah. I think, like, this could be his insecurity, but when you have sent him the photos, it may have, like, also calmed him down. He could be having some anxiety about it, but it's more like a mental situation. And I think, like, he's feeling much better when you have sent it. So that's why, like, I think the whole spread does not look like really bad or anything. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Sorry, I was drinking water. You have four questions. I didn't make the spread for that calm down question. You can have four, okay? Yeah, you have the four questions from that donation, yes. So we did all the eight questions. You see my comment. See, like, the thing I posted. Above that, we had done eight questions before that, and now you have the like four questions from the new donation which you have sent just earlier. Okay, is that okay? No, no problem. No need for sorry. That's great. Oh no, it's fine. I also sometimes get those because I am also vegetarian. I have started to take creatine. Okay, it's also a vegetarian thing. Like it's vegan thing, and it's like a supplement, and it helps me a lot with ADHD or brain fog. Huh? এটাই রসগোল্লা অন্যদিন কন্টেনারে যায় না হ্যাঁ yeah, it helps a lot with like brain fog or something like that, like mental clarity, creating. I have found a lot of help, but do your research and ask the doctor first. But yeah, it was great for me. Okay, so yeah, I do see here that he trusts you more, and that trust is gonna be like a good foundation for both of you to make this relationship grow and grow with time. So it's like really great. Okay, and you have been able to give this like trust to him, or have this trust from him, and like create this trust from him because like you have shown very good, okay, very good vibe and getting a very good positivity to him. So yeah, I see here that he has more trust on you, but I think like it's like one thing, okay, one thing every day, and it's something which you need to like grow with him with time. But yeah, yeah, definitely you have more. Yeah, I think like he really likes you, okay? His energy, like he likes you a lot, okay? And he do want to connect with you a lot, okay, and stuff like that. Oh, no, you write like 4-3, okay. Sorry. I did not understand the count. But yeah, definitely I think like he is like suppressing his feelings. Like he may have like had some bad experiences with his love life in the past, and he's like, I don't know, like, I don't know if I'm ready to like trust a person again so soon. So it could be his experiences which is keeping him, but definitely suppressing his feelings. He don't want to talk to you again, like the moment, okay, the moment you see each other or the moment you spend some time with each other. Like he's saying that, I just want to go ahead and meet her and spend some time with her. He's definitely suppressing some of his feelings, and he's like kind of like just not ready to like express them completely. But he's like trying to take some time, maybe like maybe like a few days, okay, few days more, or the next time you guys are gonna meet again. I see here that he's trying to take that time. But yeah, I see here that they definitely like have feelings for you, but not ready completely to like start expressing that feeling to you just yet. Yeah, I see here that they are intact. She is not doing anything to them, or she's not doing anything to fuck up. Although, like, she's very curious to know, like, what's going on with you, or like what, like what's going on with you, or what's going on in this situation with you, like what's happening, okay. Like what are your things. Like she seems very 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 curious, okay. But I don't think like she is disturbing them or anything. Like I see here that they are kind of like being positive about it, and they're like just not creating any chaos about it. But no, I don't think like the like things are harmed, that they are just all right, okay. Yeah, very nosy. Like want to know like what's happening with your stuff and what's there in your stuff, but nothing else. Yes. You have one more question. You can save it for later or ask it right now. Just let me know, okay? Yes, definitely. Job security is huge. Okay, they are good. Okay, they are positive. Your intentions are very pure to him. Okay, and you have all the intentions because creating something beautiful is always great. So you have the intentions of growing a good connection with him. So that's really positive here, and you are reflecting that good vibe here. You definitely have some like questions, that if you want to communicate with him, or if you want to talk to him, or if you want to initiate or if you want to start showing him your emotions or not. Okay, so definitely I see here that slowly and steadily you are starting to show your feelings to him, and that's not a bad thing. Okay, like that's a great thing. You should keep doing it. You should have that steady approach here. And yeah, I do see here that you have some questions, okay, or you have some curiosity, or you want to know what's going on in their life, and you want to know what's happening and what are the energies of them. So that curiosity is there, but you are definitely bringing some positive energies and have some positive feelings for him. Okay, have that good vibes about them, and you are also ready to start putting the efforts here so that you can create that good intimacy within this connection. So I do see here that spirit approves. Definitely some curiosity and questions are there which need to be satisfied first, but your feelings are positive and you are reflecting, and slowly and steadily you want to have some good conversation and want to know better. But yeah, your energy is good towards them, or your feelings are good towards them. Thank you so much for being here, Rachel. I hope the reading helped. All the best. Have a great one. I hope you feel great, and I hope whatever you're trying to achieve, you'll be able to. All the best to you. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I hope the reading helped. All the best, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Thank you so much.